Well, hello there, everybody. I'm Janetta Alston Lake, founder and creator of Inspiration Television Network. We're inspiring you, honey, is what we do. I'm doing a new series during this thankful season, and I wanted to introduce all of the hosts to you. Maybe reintroduce. You saw their promos during our soft launch. They were amazing. But I want you to take it a step further. I want you to get to know them just a little bit before we officially launch. And it's just a way of saying thank you. My guest today is no guest. She's my sister. She's my friend. She's everything. She's also program director for ITN, in addition to hosting her own show and Magnificent Moments. I'm going to let her share with you in just a moment, but I want you to know that she's amazing. I trust her with the vision God gave me, and everybody didn't make that cut, trust me. We've known each other several years. We met at a station we both worked in. Well, she worked there, and I was executive producer and hosted my own show there. However, she would book me on the show that she was the executive producer on, Atlanta Live, as a guest. I'm a singer-songwriter. So we have had interactions for many years now. And we always would say, we gotta do something together. We gotta do something together. Well, this is together. This is what we're gonna do now. So without further ado, I want to introduce you to, or reintroduce you to, the amazing, the talented, my sister, my friend. IT would not be the same without her. The fabulous, Miss Jennifer Eichelberger. What's up, sweetie?
Hey, thank you for that introduction. And you are so correct, because I remember we said we got to do something together. And, little did I know, here we are.
Yeah. That was a long time ago, too.
Yes. Yes.
A long time ago, but it's all God's timing. He put that in place. And so when this came up, it's almost a year and a half I called you. I had the vision I've been working on. I said, I got to call Jennifer. I got to call Jennifer. And I did. And I was like, oh, please let us say yes. Please let us say yes. And you did. So I'm thankful for all of that. But let's talk about you. Tell people about your show and what you want how you want it to make a difference for people. We'll get to what you're thankful for. Just let people inside that heart of yours.
Okay. Well, my show, thanks to you, it's called Magnificent Moments. And I like to think of it as like a grain of sand that eventually, over time, becomes a beautiful oyster. I'm sorry, I said that wrong.
That's okay.
Pearl.
We get it, baby.
Becomes a beautiful pearl, and it's it's in a clam, and it's just, and also like a butterfly. At one point, it was like this little caterpillar.
That's right.
And it develops into a beautiful butterfly. So we all have magnificent moments like that. Mm-hmm. So that's what my show is about.
It's gonna rock.
Magnificent moments.
It's going to change lives. It's going to show people that, help them take a look at their own magnificent moments. Mm-hmm. And you're going to help them reveal maybe the purpose in that moment. That's over your territory. But I'm excited. I cannot wait. I'm not going to miss a moment. You all don't want to miss it either.
Right.
What else? Tell us about you.
So I'm excited about that. Because we all have, we have probably magnificent moments all throughout the day. We just don't think about it. But, some magnificent moments are a little, a bit more greater, I guess you could say, than others. But we all have magnificent moments all the time, like miracles.
Absolutely.
But God has given us all magnificent moments. And yes, it'll be right here on ITN.
What? Yes. Yes, he has. He's done that. So tell us some of the things, what do you like to do in your spare time? What brings you joy? What inspires you?
Okay, well, I don't know if you can hear in the background, but I like listening to jazz.
Yes, baby.
Yes.
I'm singing some jazz too now.
Okay, and I play the flute. The flute. And I like to do graphic designs. And it actually started out as like a hobby, something fun to do, because I'm a creative person. Yeah. And I need to digress for a second. That's why when I was in college, I had the hardest time making up my mind what I wanted to do. And, then many years ago, professors never, or anyone never really picked up on someone being creative. They always look at a creative person as being somewhat disruptive or, not paying attention, but I'm creative. And so I eventually, you know, God has a plan. So I eventually got into what I'm supposed to do. But those are some of the things I do to pass my time. I'm a writer, as you are as well. I've written a book. My latest book is about self-care. So those are the things that I like to do that keeps me busy. And I like to eat. I'm a foodie.
Okay, what's your favorite food?
Oh my goodness.
You gotta pick one. If you can't pick one, what's a couple of them?
I can't really pick one, but I would say Italian maybe is my favorite.
Yeah.
And my husband is he has excellent culinary skills.
I've seen videos you posted sometime. All right now.
Me, on the other hand, not so much. God bless me with someone that has excellent culinary skills.
I can relate. Absolutely. I want to go back to the flute. I want everybody to know on my birthday, she played Happy Birthday. I still have it on my phone. I play it every now and then. It was the most beautiful version of Happy Birthday. And it really made my day. And I just want to thank you.
Aww.
Yeah. So when you think about how you want to move forward with ITN, what you want your show to, what do you want readers, and viewers as well, to get from your message? Readers is through your book, but viewers through your show. What's the takeaway for you? What do you want people to really think, oh, I'm glad I tuned in. I could have watched anything else, but I'm glad I watched it. What would be that for you?
Well, keep it in line with ITN. I am hoping and praying that my show will be inspirational. Someone would say, okay, wow, she went through that, he went through that, and and they still came out on top. So I want it to be inspiring, absolutely, motivating, encouraging.
And it will be. It is all of those things because you are all of those things. So, yes, I'm thankful for you. What are you most thankful for? It could be, this could be one thing. What are you most thankful for? It could be a variety of things. But just during this Thanksgiving season, I wanted each of the hosts to really, I want the world to get a good look into you guys' hearts and to get an idea of who you all are and what you're bringing to your shows, which is why we're different. And different is okay. Different takes time. And so I'm thankful for that. What do you want? What are you thankful for? Could be anything.
I'm going to start off like I am thankful for my life, health, and strength.
Amen.
Because without those things, everything else is a moot point. True. So those are that's the main thing I'm thankful for: my life, my health, and my strength. Mm-hmm. Then after that, it would be my wonderful husband, friends, and family. You!
You!
And your family.
Thank you. I know. Your Auntie Jennifer in our house. You know that.
So those are the main things that I'm grateful for. And I just like in the mornings when I go for a walk, because the leaves are now turning, I look at those and I'm just thankful to God that, for his creation. Amen. For giving us these 4 seasons that we can see. I know it might sound a little corny to some, but I love fall.
I cry at rainbows. So you're not corny. I see rainbows and a double rainbow wipes me out. That's a meltdown. I'm sobbing over a double rainbow. And it's just, those are those magnificent moments.
Yes.
That's why inspiration is everywhere.
I like that. I'm gonna write that down. Double rainbows. But it's like, I think it was last year whenever my husband took a picture of this leaf that had fallen, and it was like on like a puddle, and it was so beautiful. Yeah. But I like leaves when they turn colors, and those hues of gold and brown and red. I just love it.
They're breathtaking. He takes our breath away. Mm-hmm. What he's created. Mm-hmm. And that's what inspiration is everywhere. I tell people it's not just faith and religion, and that's a given, that's understood, but it is everywhere. It's in the trees, it's outside, it's in families, it's communities, it's in nature, it's everywhere.
Yeah, it is. Inspiration is everywhere.
It is everywhere.
Yeah.
From out your side, it's going to be everywhere.
Yes. And so those are some of the things, those are things that I'm grateful for. Like I said, friends, after the layer of life, health, and strength, will be friends and families. And then all the other material things, okay, that's a bonus.
Absolutely.
But without your health and your strength,
Nothing. None of that matters.
or good friends and family, yeah, yeah, yeah. So those
For
things.
you. I'm thankful for you that you trusted me with this vision through all the ups and downs, through the moments of like, is this going to happen? It's taking longer, and finding the right team, finding the right host, the right. It's been a journey, and I'm thankful for you that you never said, "Girl, I ain't thinking about this anymore." This thing, you get it together, call me back. There are people who will say that, who haven't said it to me, but there are people who will say that, and those are people that will regret it because this train has left the station. There's no turning back. I don't know how to give up. I'm not wired that way. I don't know. It's not in my DNA to say, okay, no, I know what he said.
Mm-hmm.
And he's very specific about it. So he's a God of details, as you know. So I just got to follow the plan, and it's coming to fruition. But thank you for your talent, your ideas, for listening to me, for praying with me
Yeah,
and for me, and for the sister that I didn't know that I was going to have.
I know.
So
I know.
I don't take a moment for granted. I want you to know that. Every moment, every logo you designed, every part of you saying, well, how about this? Let's try. Don't think I've forgotten that. I don't take it for granted at all. So,
Because I think about the time, it's sometimes I'll say, what in the Sam Hills? And you said your mother's saying that.
and then I'm like, thank you, Mama. I say, thank you. She would always say, what in the Sam Hill? And those moments, think, oh, God, she's right there with me.
Yeah.
And you never knew that. You know,
I never knew
I'm
that.
thankful for Dr. E, number one. You're Dr. E, number two. But Dr. E, number one, has also helped us a little bit. You know, he's like, okay, behind the scenes, saying he's encouraging us, but he's also technically saying, well, you know, how about this? His expertise, and I don't take that for granted either.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thankful for the Eichelbergers. And it's going to be a wonderful season going into. I don't care what COVID is doing. I don't care. I'm not minimizing that. Please, Lord, don't hear me like that, people. That's not what I said. But I'm not going to let me stop being thankful and grateful for what we do have. It's easy to get this big old, oh Lord, but you know what? You're still here. If you got to say, oh Lord, and fall out, you're still here.
Yes.
And there's so much to be thankful for. And
it is.
Time out God has given us. We better get it right this time. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about a new year. 2021 has got to be better. But whatever it is, I'll take it.
We'll be okay with it because one of my favorite scriptures is, oh, give thanks unto the Lord for he's good and his mercy endures forever. But we're going to be okay with this. We're going to be all right. I think that we need to adhere. I think should take this time, which is, I think, what we did, because I think God wanted us to slow down.
He definitely did. He'll put the brakes on, and I'm thankful that he did that, because in the midst of been planning this thing for 3 years for me, and it's so easy to think, oh, wait a minute, it's taking so long. But greatness takes time. And during COVID, he just leveled the playing field in this industry, in every area of people's lives. But in our industry in particular, everybody was starting from scratch. Everybody had to figure out, how do I make this work? What am I going to do? Mm-hmm. People with $1 million budgets and multi-million-dollar budgets, that ain't me, but I'm coming. But all of those things, he just leveled the playing field. We all had to be even more creative, had to trust, had to pray, how to pivot. We had to reinvent ourselves. And I'm all about a transformation. So I'm thankful for that time, because I realize now I needed that time. We all need that time. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's so easy to, you never know what's going on in someone else's life. Mm-hmm. I was always so afraid to put too much pressure on the host and say, we got this meeting, we got this. How's your show coming? How's your show coming? You never know what people are going through. And this pandemic is affecting people in different ways. So I've had to pump the brakes and just step back and say, okay, whatever you all want, however you need to do it. We're going to do this together. No pressure here. If you can't be on that Zoom call, I'm fine. If you haven't, because we're going to get there. We're going to get there. And more markets are opening up for us. It's going to be fine.
Well, like my husband said a couple of weeks ago, and I think I shared with you, he said, you all aren't just doing one show.
Thank you.
You are doing a whole network.
Thank you. And you sent that to me, that text. I needed that, because it's so easy to think we've all produced shows. You produce them, I produce them, in front of the camera, behind the camera, all of that stuff forever. But building a network is a major undertaking.
See?
And so I was so thankful that day. You said, just breathe.
And what's the saying? It says there's no such thing as overnight success. Overnight success is what, anywhere from 2 to 5 years. You know, once you know something launches, those people have been working. They just didn't wake up in the middle of the night and said, okay, we're going to start a network. We're going to do this. We're going to start this business. It takes time.
It takes time. And as an actress and singer and performer, I also know the showbiz part of it too. You hear all the time, overnight sensations. No, people have been at their craft for years. So I understand it, but when this baby is giving, it's like, okay, it's got to happen now. It's got to happen now. No, he's put the right people in place, and I'm thrilled about it. So thank you for everything.
Thank you.
You're never too busy for me. You were never too, you created everything. You're so free with your spirit and your ideas and saying, let's just do this. And I trust that. And trust is a big thing when you're doing something like this, because you cannot trust everybody. And that gives me pause sometimes, but I've learned to let go. I know Jennifer will say sometimes, I'll say, yeah, go do it. I'm like, no, don't do that.
No, it's okay. It's your baby, and I understand.
I've caught myself. I've caught myself.
But thank you, because there's so many other people you could have turned to other producers.
No. But you know, producers, I don't mean it's in a bad way, but they're a dime a dozen. Like, they say pretty faces. I can get a producer, but I needed a producer and then some.
Yeah.
Someone that I could trust. This is producing on another level. So I trust, that I admire, that I respect, all those things, because I'm sharing the ideas that I had created for this. I couldn't just trust it with just anybody.
Right.
You know, so God knew who to tell me, to call, to Jennifer. I'm dialing, please don't say no, please don't say no, please don't say no.
And a lot of times we're thinking the same thing. You'll call me, you say, oh, I got this on my mind. Yes.
It happens, but that's like mine. So, yes. So thank you. I appreciate you taking the time. I know you have a busy schedule. And I'm doing all the host videos. You're going to love what you're seeing with everybody. So it's been amazing.
It is amazing.
And this is a great Thanksgiving video. I want to say happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Jen, go for you.
Happy Thanksgiving. And there's always something to be grateful and thankful for. It is. It really is.
Always. Right?
Always.
You heard it.
All right.
I'm Jennifer Eichelberger. And thank you and happy Thanksgiving. See you soon.
All right.